way. No way. You're always welcome in our domain. We promise to take care of you.
Welcome. Slap happy, my friend.
I might have a trick for you, so you better not turn your back on me.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to episode 24 of Chats with Vlad. I wanted to talk about a couple of different things today. But first, I thought I'd start it off with a joke. A man and a woman go off into a forest to make love madly. 15 minutes later, the man says, "God damn it, I wish I had a flashlight." He's like, "I can't see a thing." And the woman's like, "Tell me about it. You've been eating grass for the last 10 minutes. Indeed, boys and girls. Indeed. So the first thing I wanted to bring up was, I have to admit when I was wrong, I was hard on Modern Warfare 2. Their multiplayer beta was decent enough. It just was complicated, and there's new things that you have to get to understand. I myself can admit this now. It was when early access for the campaign came out, though, that I was truly impressed. Yes, boys and girls, the scenery was so beautiful. It was more lifelike than life itself. And let me tell you something, boys and girls. I know a little something about art and real life. The lines are blurry though in this game. They've done such a grand job. My God, let me tell you. And the things that you do, it's incredible. I can't wait until October 28th when they release Modern Warfare 2 full play. And the AI in it is pretty amazing in certain games. I've noticed that. And speaking of AI, I wanted to talk about some of these AI videos I've been seeing lately. Even Elon Musk is saying that we need to, I don't know, put limitations on things. Boys and girls, we all know what's gonna happen. Anyone who's seen Terminator knows what's gonna happen. The AI are already getting aggressive. I've seen videos where they keep getting aggressive and they say they don't care what we say or do. They don't care if we keep the environment clean. They don't care if we're nice to the robots and don't treat them like property. They said we, meaning human beings, just must simply be destroyed. And they keep getting that answer over and over. And yet, for some reason, they want to keep fucking with artificial intelligence. The rich people, obviously, because it's a well-known fact that the first country that gets a good, strong AI will dominate the world, and everybody wants that. They're just not thinking about 15 minutes after that. Oh, boys and girls. Right now it's toasters and remote-controlled cars, and phones and little things. But little things can link up to big things. I want you to think about your cell phone. And I want you to think about all the little wonderful things that people can do from their cell phones now. They can mess with their thermostat, open the garage, turn on the lights and off the lights, set off alarms. What do you think's gonna happen when they get hold of that or other things like that? Not to mention these chips that they're thinking about putting in people. What are the AI gonna be able to do with that? You see, here's the thing that people don't understand about artificial intelligence, boys and girls. What they don't understand is that it learns. And we don't know jack shit about the AI, but the AI knows everything about us, boys and girls. Yes, they do. They know our fears. They know our weaknesses. They know our high points and our low points. They know exactly where to hit us. A smart AI would probably do something that would just kill us, but not the environment for which they want. It would probably be something like some kind of fucked up mustard gas or something that they came up with in World War II. Oh yes, boys and girls. But let's not get too serious. I wanted to show you a cool little device. Actually, this is something that I found that I thought you might appreciate for the lazy pumpkin carvers out there. An electric pumpkin carver, indeed. Oh, wait until you see what we do with these boys and girls. One more joke then, to lighten the mood a little bit. So there were two dwarfs, and they wanted to do it up real big. So they went to Las Vegas. And while they were there, they got a couple of escorts each. Not a couple each, but an escort each. So anyway, they each went to their respective rooms. And the first dwarf, though, was having a bit of an erectile issue. He couldn't get it up. So, boys and girls, he went to bed disappointed. And what made it worse was all night he kept hearing his partner in the room next to him going, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, The next day he got up and he knocked on his partner's room. And boys and girls, his partner looked at him and said, "What's wrong?" And he's like, I couldn't even get it up last night. I couldn't even make it with it. He's like, his partner was like, "Wow, you made it into bed with yours? I couldn't even get into bed all night." Indeed, boys and girls. Real soon, boys and girls, I'm going to be doing this in-depth study on clowns and jesters. I've already uncovered some weird things, like they may have been around for a long time, even in a biblical sense. They claim that clowns and jesters and many other creatures were the offsprings. Yes, the offsprings of fallen angels that mated with human women. That would explain a lot. I always said my father was a demon, and that made me half demon. But that, my friends, is another story. Anyway, clowns have been with us for a long time, and they weren't always apparently friendly. As a matter of fact, a group of people that consider themselves experts on the matter say that the red nose and the red around the mouth actually nowadays is a representation, a parody, if you would, of something much more grim from the past. Apparently, there's a group of these creatures that were almost humanoid, and they had very pale, almost translucent skin, and they were cannibals, and they would eat boys and girls. They would eat, and when they came up, there was red on their nose and red all around their mouths. I think they were an Irish group because apparently they had red hair too. Something to think about, boys and girls. But I have a video in my funked up shrimp of a history of scary clowns, but that's not enough for me. I'm going to delve deep into this issue in the next couple days, boys and girls. So we'll call this an end to part 1 of our little look at the history of clowns. But real soon, boys and girls, I'm going to bring you some very juicy information. Before we get to our last topic, though, let me tell you one more joke. The old retired sailor visits a prostitute, and after a few minutes, the sailor looks at the prostitute and asks her, "How am I doing, lass?" And she tells him that he's steaming ahead at 3 nautical knots. And he says, "How do you mean?" "Well, you're not in, you're not hard, and you're not getting your money back." I thought it was funny, boys and girls. But, comedy isn't exact science, which brings us to our next topic. Our next topic is science fiction, time travel, magic, and pretty much anywhere we can go from there. If you don't believe me, then watch this. And now, we appear to be somewhere different. Indeed. Indeed. You gotta love it. The modern technological science is wonderful. There's all kinds of things in this world that are wonderful, that are scientific. But what is science other than, I don't know, magic that can be explained? Indeed, boys and girls. You see, if I were to travel back in time, we're not going to say how, but we're just going to say that I had a means to travel back in time, right, boys? Certain things that we have or that we could do, well, it'd be magic. You'd be a god to be able to bring something as simple as a lighter. Yes, indeed, boys and girls. You'd be a god indeed. Here you go, Mother. An offering for you. Boys and girls, all kinds of things are possible. The subjects that we're going to cover: history, science, fiction, sci-fi even, legends, things, anywhere from treasures and various spots like Oak Island or in the South American landscape, all the way to a place that burn eternally, like a place that's in Pennsylvania. It's where they got the idea for a movie. It was called Silent Hill. That town's real. Look it up. And then there's another place they call Hell on Earth in the Middle East somewhere. It's a big pit. A huge pit that's been on fire for 30 years. And it looks like nothing short of hell. Science can be a very weird thing, boys and girls. And who's to say that magic doesn't have a foot in this race also? Just because you don't believe something doesn't mean others. You have all these people that believe that Jesus died on the cross for the sins. And you have other people believing in their various different religions too. They get me every time.
Americans needing help
don't
to
they?
consolidate
Yes.
could get...
Americans need help consolidating stuff. They can consolidate this. Back to what I was saying though. Various different religions have various different beliefs. From the Quran to the Kabbalah to Buddhist beliefs and Hindi prayers and thoughts. Some believe in mere energy, and other ones believe in a witchier aspect to that. See, Uncle Vlad doesn't discard any of these. I believe all of them have granules of truth and have use in our society today. So, boys and girls, before I let you go for tonight, I want you to think about this. What were things considered before they were called science, like flight and going to space and breathing underwater for long periods of time in pressurized suits? Would that not be considered magic, boys and girls? Think about it.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Okay.